Hello everyone, it's Jen from Old Tinkerer Studio and welcome to part 11 of the Illustrator CC Basics course. Today I'm going to be teaching you about the type tool. There are two basic types of type that you can create in Illustrator: point type and area type. With point type, you simply select the type tool, click anywhere on the artboard, and start typing. Point type allows you to type as much as you want without being bound by the text area. There are no natural line breaks in this type of text. Area type is bound within a text box. To type area type, you select the type tool and draw a text area. Area type is constrained to the text box, so the type will only go from edge to edge and will have line breaks. You can also resize the text area box. You can also convert your type in Illustrator. If you want to change this point type to an area type, you would go to the type menu and choose Convert to Area Type. If you want to change this area type to point type, you would go to the type menu and choose Convert to Point Type. Now that we know how to create point type and area type, let's learn how to make basic edits to the type. We'll just perform some basic edits on this type using the control panel. If you've used a word processing program before, this will be familiar. When you select the lorem ipsum text, you will notice that it says type in the control panel. You can change the type color with the drop-down color picker. Let's change the color to red. You can also add a stroke to the type by using the drop-down color picker. Let's add a yellow stroke and change the point size to 0.5. Now let's move over to the character options. We can choose a different font. Let's use Times New Roman. And change the font size to 21. Now that we know how to make basic edits to type, let's learn about the type and paragraph panels. Choose the paragraph and open the character panel. Click on the drop-down menu in the upper right-hand corner and choose Show Options to open all the options available in the panel. In the character panel, you can change the typeface and the style. You can also change the font size, the kerning and the leading, as well as the tracking. You can also change the vertical scale, the baseline shift, the horizontal scale, and the character rotation. At the bottom of the panel, you have the controls for all caps, small caps, superscript, subscript, underline, and strike through. The paragraph panel is where you control the text alignment, indents, space before, space after, as well as the paragraphs and hyphenations. Now that we know how to use the type and paragraph panels, let's learn how to flow text around objects. There are times in your design work that you may need to wrap text around an object. We can do this in Illustrator using a text wrap. In order to wrap the paragraph around the circle, you need to first select the circle, since this is the object around which the paragraph will wrap. Then go to Object, Text Wrap, Make. In order to change the amount of offset for the text, go to Object, Text Wrap, Text Wrap Options. Click Preview, and then change the amount of the offset. Now that we know how to flow text around an object, let's learn how to type on a path. There are times in your design work that you may need to type text on a path. We can do this in Illustrator using the Type tool. In order to type on a path, you need to first click on the Type tool and hold it down till you see a flyout menu, and then click on the Type on a Path tool. Then click on a path and type out your text. Now we can edit the text by using the standard tools above. Highlight the text and change the font to Times New Roman if it isn't already there, and change the font size to 48. If you use your selection tool, you will see that there are 3 different bars on the path. If you click on the bar at the beginning of the path and move the bar, the text will slide along the path. The bar at the end of the text indicates where the end point of the text is located. So if we move the bar to the left, you'll notice that it clips off the text, and then if we move it back to the right, the entire text is shown. The bar in the middle indicates which side of the path the text will align to. Using the selection tool, you can move the middle bar down and the text will be on the bottom of the path. If you move the middle bar back up, then the text will be on the top of the path. I hope you found this useful. Have a good day.